Okay, checking out from here at the Fontana Village. I stayed for a day and a half. Compliments of one of my YouTube followers. They guessed I looked a little rugged and they felt that I needed a day off. So I'm now headed to the northern part of the Smokies, or the northern terminus of the Smokies, and gonna hike into Hot Springs where my family will pick me up. So, alrighty, back to the AT. Dogtag goes. Dogtag back on the AT, day 33. I have jumped over the Smokies and I am headed north of the Smokies into Hot Springs. It's about 38 mile-ish or so. We're right here down the road from the Interstate 40 crossing. Met a young man here just getting back on the trail. He just finished the Smokies, took a couple days off, and did some pack redo. And we spent a few minutes repacking his pack. He didn't have a trail name, but I've officially given him one. And whether he takes it or not, he needs to go by Overload, because he has got some shit on his pack that does not need to go on the AT. Sorry, Mom, Overload's mom, but there's stuff he's carrying that doesn't need to be carried on the AT. So, headed out. We're headed up these wonderful rock steps right behind us here, and I don't know, I'm going to try and get 4 to 8 miles in before dinner and head towards Hot Springs. So we'll see y'all down the trail. Okay, Tennessee, you're not being nice. A lot of early on the trail, big blowdown here, big blowdown, crawling over, you can't get around it. So interesting. So one step at a time, one step closer to Maine. Dogtag here. You know how much I love running water. It's amazing that this road over here was the road that we came up and got the trail. And then of course the trail went up all those steps, where if we just walked the road, we'd have got to the same spot. But then I guess you wouldn't be a purist, but I'm not a purist, so it doesn't matter. Well, Dogtag back here. I'm taking an early day. It's about, well, it's 5 o'clock, and tent set up, eating my dinner, cold dinner tonight, tuna fish, flour tortilla, and some chips on top. Makes a really nice dinner. So I'll have 2 of those and all is good. And the sun's still setting up. The young man that I met earlier in the day, he's camped up behind me there somewhere. And then there's a couple coming up here from Belgium, that Zippo and River. Met them several days ago, but they've made it through the Smokies and they've caught me. So that's how fast they're walking. So Dogtag checking out. Well, good morning from the AT. Dogtag here. I'm still sitting in my tent. It's a little after 7. It's been raining most of the night, and it sounds like I've got a lull in the rain, so I'm going to try and get everything packed up and get in my pack and get on the trail. It says that I have an 80% chance of precipitation today, so Dogtag may be walking in the rain today. So all is good. Slept dry, and like I said, it started raining about 1:30 this morning. Rained until just recently. Knock on wood. I don't have a piece of wood to knock on, but it seems to have slowed down. And I'm gonna see if I can get everything packed up inside, get my pack cover on, and then get out and get the tent down, and then get on the trail. So we'll see. And gonna try and do a long day today, but with the rain it may interrupt my plan, but we'll see. So I'm sure I'll keep you updated as I go. Y'all have a great day, be safe, and love y'all. Well, good morning from the AT, March 24th. Up ahead of me is Overload. Met him yesterday, helping him out, young kid. Still learning the art of through hiking. We're gonna try and get at least 10, but preferably 13 miles today. and we'll take it easy. They say there's 80% chance of rain. Of course, it's 100% right now because it's drizzling, but you can see we're in the clouds. Beautiful day otherwise, and one step closer to Maine. We'll see you at the next stop. Dogtag up here, not quite to the top yet, but it's just beautiful kind of walking through this mist, haze and stuff. Enjoying the walk, mostly uphill, a couple level spots, nothing downhill yet. Once I get to the top, then I can head down for a little while. But it's a beautiful day. You know, I don't mind walking in the rain. It's not raining hard, it's just kind of like drizzly. And I'd love to shed this rain jacket, but I don't want to get all wet. So I'll keep slogging and get to the top. And I think that's where I'm going to take a breakfast break and get rid of the jacket if it's not raining really hard. So we'll talk to you all when we get there. Bye. Well, Dogtag almost to the top. There's just a little bit more left. Come from there, and nice AT marker here. I think this top of this mountain is called Snowbird Mountain, but it's nice because when you get to the top, it just means that there's some down towards Maine. All right, Dogtag back on the trail. Love y'all. Well, Dogtag on top of Snowbird Mountain. No views today except for a lot of clouds. So moving on, heading to down. Well, looks like I got to go up about maybe 2 feet, but I'm headed down for a little while and see if I can get to a shelter, and I'll take a breakfast or a lunch snack is what I want to do. All right, we'll talk to you all soon. Bye. Well, Dogtag here on the trail, AT, headed
and Red Rodney.
North, and this is Red Rodney. You might recognize Red Rodney. He was one of the ones that ate at the Hawaiian cart with us. So I rode over there with him, and he's kind of bouncing around on the trail like me.
Aloha.
He has a car, so he kind of goes one direction and shuttles it back and forth. And but he's from Alaska and doing the trail. And one day I might get up to Alaska, but that's the last state. But you know, he's headed south from where I'm headed north, and we may cross paths again in Hot Springs. So
and catch me on Red Rodney Hikes or Blazed and Fused, BLAZEDNFUSED on YouTube.
There you go. So that's what you need to do. Check out other hikers and show you that I am hiking the trail with other people. Well, Dogtag here. Finished with my long lunch break with Overload there, and we've repacked his pack. I wish I would have taken a picture when he first got here because it would have been a sight to see. Educated him a little bit more. I think he's better prepared for getting on the trail tomorrow. he's going to stay here at the shelter, take another rest day, and Dogtag's going to try and get a few more miles behind him. So, you know, all is good.
The shovel I had.
Oh yeah, where's the shovel? There. You know, he was carrying the shovel. He was ready to go full on work, you know. So I think I wish I'd have had that shovel a few places where my ground wasn't quite level. But I don't know if I'm willing to carry that 4-pound shovel.
This might be more than that.
And yeah, I don't know how much it weighs, but it definitely weighs a ton. So lessons learned. That's what the trail's all about. So Dogtag's going to get back on the trail and get walking. It is almost 3 o'clock. I can get at least 3 more hours of walking in, and before I need to look for a place to stop. So checking out for now. We'll see y'all later. All right, Dogtag back on the trail. He's done his good deed for the day, helping this young man out, and hopefully he will find his way along the trail. So he's learned probably several lessons, and definitely was overloaded with a bunch of shit. So he's definitely had the right trail name. So I think he's going to do well. He's going to take a rest, and he'll move on tomorrow. He's definitely got enough food to get him through at least a week. So I'm moving on, and I gotta head uphill, leaving here. Of course, here at one of the gaps. So the only thing you do is you always got to go up when you leave a gap. So Dogtag's headed up a gap, or headed out of the gap, uphill. See you later. Well, Dogtag here, nearing the end of March 24th, the day of March 24th. Didn't get quite as far as I wanted, partly because Rob doing his good turn, helping another hiker out. That young man, overload. We took a couple hours at lunch and went through all of his stuff and talked with him about getting rid of some stuff, and he wasn't up for hiking any further, but I needed to hike further because I got to get to Hot Springs by Wednesday. So I hiked, got to a gap, and I was going to stop down at the bottom of the gap, but I had no signal. And I just like being somewhere where I have a signal in case I have an emergency or something. So I looked at the map, and the next couple miles was an uphill slog, 1,000 feet climb. So I decided to climb until I could get a good signal and a nice flat spot and where I could see a beautiful sunset. So I'm up here on top of a nice ridge, nice breeze blowing. But as you can see, I'll get a really nice sunset tonight. Breeze blowing, helping drying my tent out from the rain last night. So it's all good. And I'm going to get up tomorrow, and I'm going to try to get an early start so I can do a long day tomorrow. Had I not been stopped to try to help another person, I probably could have got to what I was trying to get to. But when you lose, I probably lost easily 3 hours today waiting on him, and then when he finally caught up, spent 2 hours with him going through his stuff. So if I don't have that problem tomorrow, I should be able to easily get at least 12, 13 miles in tomorrow. So that's my plan. I'm gonna make a call to nature up here on the beautiful, as you can see, I'm up here on a ridge, and nature's calling before I decide to crawl into my tent. And so get that done, get that early business done, and so I don't have to get up in the middle of the night and do it. And then I'm gonna find something to eat and probably call it an early evening. So thank you for following me. Hope you're enjoying my journey, and share, like, make comments. I love the comments that I get, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. So we'll see you tomorrow, and I got 22 miles to get to Hot Springs. So I need to at least knock half of that out tomorrow. I'd love to do more because then I can get into Hot Springs early. So my son and sister aren't having to wait on me. So we'll see. It's all good, and supposed to be a beautiful night, and hopefully I'll get a nice sunset. Maybe I'll get some more pictures of the sunset. All right, dog tag out, unless I decide to get some beautiful footage of the nice sunset up here on the mountain. So until then, we'll talk to you later. I said if I got a pretty sunset, I would film again. It's pretty close to being a pretty sunset. Maybe a little bit more color in the sky would be nice, but not many clouds in the sky today. And sun's going down, and Dogtag's ready to go to bed. So y'all have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. So be safe.